It's going. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Analytics Are for the Nerds. It's May 1st. We just had a great draft. We'll talk about it on the podcast. Let's go.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up.
Guys, we had a draft last week.
It's crazy that you said May 1st because I legit had this thought today. I was like, drafting in May doesn't sound as loserish as drafting in January, like I was doing too. Like we're getting closer to football talk, so we're getting a little bit there. So I feel like, you know, it is May 1st, but if I tell somebody I'm drafting in May already, I feel like people are starting to do rookie drafts this time of year, the NFL drafts in the season. I don't feel as much of a loser now, so I'm excited for today.
You're almost invited to my birthday party in 5th grade. You're almost there. You're almost. Almost. Let's not to brag, but I don't know if you guys recall our podcast 7 days ago where we picked our Bills draft picks.
We were talking about the ideas.
You guys remember?
You nailed it. You nailed it. I actually, when I looked back at the clip that you so,
but I
when I saw that, I was like, that is a whole nother level of crazy, and I love it. Like, I'm here for it. But you were like, as soon as it happened, you're like, roll the tape. And I think you really thought, like, Lou got in their fucking computer right now and cut that clip. And I knew that you meant that, and I was going to clip it quickly, but then I was like, whoa, she couldn't wait. She wanted to go do it herself. It was a very humble brag. It was one that was worth it. You nailed it. I feel like not a lot of people, I feel like a few people wanted it, but no one really expected it. So
thank you so much for this moment. But I will say, I think I don't make assumptions or picks usually. So when I do, I'm fucking on. So, but that's why you only get 2 a year.
And then the total opposite with me, where I don't shut up and make a lot of very, very bold predictions, and I'm only right about 20% of them. So I get it.
Well, we'll never know if I guess my prediction was wrong, but it turns out it was harder to get into the top 10, or it sounds like it was harder to get in the top 10 than maybe what was being predicted in the weeks leading up to the draft. Of course, we saw, I think, the video from the Jets recently where they were trying to get up to pick 8, and the Falcons basically said, we're picking. And then also, interestingly enough, said that they wanted to get back up to pick 10, which, they would have had to give up a lot of capital maybe to get a defensive player. But yeah, great call, Allie. And hey, we got Keon Coleman. So I can't be happier about getting a hashtag my guy throughout the draft process and throughout pre-draft best ball, which is definitely, hopefully we'll see. Can't victory lap on a rookie yet, but it could be a nice bag to hold.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you for that.
You won there. As far as it was funny. I told you this when I saw you on Saturday, but Kyle Turner, former co-host, texted me right away, like before Ryan texted us, like that, and texted me. He's like, Ryan has to be like creaming his pants right now. Like, so I was like, all right, well, at least we know we have at least one listener. When Kyle's not on the show, he's at home taking in all the content, trying to learn still.
So shout out to Kyle Turner. Kyle, thanks for saving lives.
Listen, no, this is funny too. Me and Jesse, you guys both know Jesse. Me and Jesse were talking about this the other day. He's been on the force for 2 months now, maybe longer, like 4 months. At this rate, I think Jesse and I are going to put out a fire before he does. Like, he hasn't even seen the fucking fire. What is he doing? He sleeps half the time he's at work What is going on?
Administering Narcan. Like our firemen and women
That's all he
are
does.
like, well, but
That's
they're saving lives. Like I can't imagine that stuff. Woo. I'm just talking to my dogs all day. He's like injecting people to wake up. Like he's saving lives. So
all
shout out,
right, Allie. Let's give Kyle a round of applause.
yeah,
Fine.
and Jesse, if Jesse's listening, Jesse, step it up and save a life, okay, bro?
Yeah, we're gonna have to start saying thank you for your service, right? It's like the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, right?
Well, Kyle does a thing because he was in the Marines too. Every time that every time the Sabres do like the
hometown hero,
the special hometown hero, like Kyle will stand up and just start waving at everybody. It's so embarrassing every single time.
I think he was in the Navy, not the Marines.
Yeah, way more of a Navy dude than Marines. Yeah, thank you. I was giving him if I said Marines, I was giving him way too much credit. He went on a long boat tour. That's all he did. He saw a couple dolphins and he had a fun cruise for 4 years.
They're terrible too on Carnival cruises. All right, we've got a big draft we're gonna do, right?
We're gonna do our first joint draft of the year. The BBM 5 just opened up the other day. So it's already like 2% full, which is crazy because it's usually takes right until the beginning of the year to fill up. But people are excited, so we're gonna get in. I've already done. How many have you done, Ryan? Have you done any?
Yeah, I think I've done 3.
Yeah, I've done 4 or 5 since the draft. So let's do this. All right. So what we're going to do is me and Ryan are going to kind of go back and forth with our thoughts at each round, see if we can agree. If we can't agree, Ellie's going to be our tiebreaker all the way through.
As I am the oracle here.
Yeah, you are the one with all the in charge. So we'll see where we're picking here, and hopefully it's at one of the ends so we could continue talking about oh, here we go already.
Wow. 7, right in the middle.
Right in the middle, 1-7. All right, exactly where we didn't want to be, but that's fine. We could talk this out a little bit. Ryan, do you have like a set top 7? I've been kind of keeping CD and Tyreek out of it just because of the CD holdout and Tyreek. Didn't Tyreek like beat somebody else up again? Like, I don't know.
First of all, we have to find out if Stacy P83 is our Stacy Perez.
It is.
Friend of the pod.
Oh, she came in. Yeah, I bet you that is Stacey Perez. That's great.
Could be.
And then someone just said in our group that Stacey made me join y'all tonight. So someone else is in the comments watching us too. So we got Stacey in. That's awesome.
That's great.
And
yes, Stacey.
And then
Gator J, very fun.
Gator J is at 1-9, and he's in here with us. So I don't snipe us. But well, Ellie, you're going to be our. Let's start talking at least top 7 because I feel like that's pretty straight to the board. We're not giving Stacey anything.
Johnny Manziel, #1 pick.
Well, we're going to be potentially faced with the question in the first round of running back versus receiver. I typically like having one of the elite running backs and then not touching them for a while. But I know you're not a big Brees guy.
Oh, Stacey did the same thing. Skipped and over. Tyreek went all the way to St. Brown. I like that. I'm a big Brees guy. Okay. I like the running back early here, either Bijan or Brees. And of course, they're both of them here. I'm Bijan over Brees, but I don't really care either way. But
I'm a Bijan over Brees guy too. I'd smash that then.
So we'll smash that. Okay.
Yep.
Look at that. Already agreeing. No reason to bring Allie into the fight yet. The fight. I don't know. I wanted to ask you guys more about your lives lately when we first opened. Ellie, what's going on with you? You're on day what of?
Oh, so if everyone is just trying to, if I want to put anyone to sleep, I'm doing that hard 75 day. It sounds gross or, ewy, but it's you drink a gallon of water a day. You work out. You have 2 45-minute workouts. One has to be outside. One can be outside. The other one can be outside. You don't drink, you don't eat sugar, and you don't do, you don't eat in between meals. You read 10 pages of a nonfiction book a day, and you take a progress photo. So I'm drinking non-alcoholic Corona, which, okay. And it's fine. It's pretty good. But it's I was telling the guys earlier. It's I like going to like enjoy an adult pop somewhere, and so my regular bartenders think that I'm like now sober because it's been like I did my January, now I'm doing this. And so when I like have a glass prosecco, maybe in like 2 weeks or whatever it is, 3 weeks, they're gonna think that I'm off the wagon and that like there's something wrong with me. So like it's a very weird situation to be in. Yeah,
That is funny. I didn't think about that at all. And like, if I ever did it, people would assume I have cancer. Like, I would just be walking and be like, "You're dying? Are you dying? Yeah, you're dying." So
if you don't drink for 2 months, you lose like an entire body. Like men are so annoying when you guys stop drinking.
Yeah, I get it. I'm okay. Hold on, we're up here.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have Olave the highest here, right? I don't know. We got
My vote would be for, yeah, him or Adams. We can let Allie decide on that one.
Devontae Adams or Chris Olave. Allie.
Let's go Adams.
Boom. Just got it in just in the nick of time. All right. I've been hitting his name. I don't hit his name all year, or his name so far all off season, and just whatever age and uncertainty, I guess, a little bit. But he's starting to become a really good value at these points. Like I've got him here and later in the second round, and I mean, someone made a point the other day, and I can't remember who it was. One of somebody that I've listened to and follow, and they said, do we really think that the Raiders are building this little team here around Gardner Minshew? And maybe not. Maybe there's a play out there. I don't know exactly who it would be for, but
I think there's a lot of outs for Devontae. That's why, I mean, first of all, you mentioned the biggest point is the value difference. I mean, he's going almost a full round later than he was last year at this time. He was a late first, early second round guy. And I mean, the targets are still there. I think even if he stays in Vegas, there could be a trade. He's still shown that even with subpar quarterback play, he can produce, and maybe he does get traded. I know it's a big cap figure. I floated the idea of the Bills trying to get someone like him in the building, but probably doesn't work financially. It's a medicine year, so they say, for the team. But man, that would be a beautiful piece to have, and with Adams as the X receiver and being able to utilize Coleman more in the slot too. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do. But
yeah, I would have loved to see Adams come over. I just don't think that they're going to do it. It looks like they're putting together a team that they want to compete here. So we're getting up here like 3 picks away. I don't know, 2 picks away now. I find myself in the middle of third hitting Allen or Laporta or Henry almost every time, because to me, Allen and Laporta are becoming deals, and I do like Henry in the spot. Pittman's a good buy here for me.
Who's your pick?
My pick would probably be Pittman and try to come back.
Pittman too. Yep, Pittman. That's my pick.
All right.
We need. I love starting. I think it's important to start with 2 in a row with receiver once you take the early running back, because otherwise I think there's a drop after really Pittman, Smith. That's, I think, the last of the tier right there.
I've been doing too much of splitting those front 2, and then, like I just said, going Allen and Laporta. I know that spreads out, like it spreads out the the strength of the team, but you see that weakness in the wide receiver position as you keep going through. So I get that.
Yep.
So I had a question to go back to. You take a daily progress photo?
I do.
Are you gonna like time lapse it like in a video when you're all done?
No, because I didn't
and will you be starting an OnlyFans for that? Listeners want to know.
Listener, I have lost 8 pounds, but I think that's more from working out than not eating sugar or drinking. I'm not like a huge drinker by any means. But yeah, 8 pounds really does a difference. I don't know. Again, I'm like waiting for my clavicle to be shown. Yeah, I'm not wearing my off the shoulder today. It's just all covered for the big reveal in a couple of minutes. It's gonna look the same. It's gonna look exactly the same. Yeah. So anyway, but I've got some. Do you want to do a little sports talk? A little celebrity.
Yeah. Well,
Then shut me up when we're back.
We're a few picks away, so I don't interrupt you. Why don't we wait for this pick? And then I want a little everything and nothing from Allie after that. And let's see here. As we're looking, we're in this queue here, Rye. Anything you want to get me to add, or should I just start? I like
Tank.
Oh, didn't he just get shot at?
He did. I made a joke that it was Stephon Diggs, and then it became a very hacky joke. Everybody was doing it, and I was really disappointed in myself. I thought I did I said Diggs was already complaining about not getting targets. And then a lot of people did it, and I'm a hack, and I'm never going to make it in this comedy world.
Didn't go viral.
No, it did not go viral. It has been a couple of weeks in a row where I've had a viral tweet right before the show. Just saying. But we did break that streak. I hate this. I don't want to go quarterback here. I think Cup, Higgins, or Allen. You pick one, and I'd probably be okay with it.
I would, out of that group, I'd pick Higgins.
Okay, you don't have a real big fight for anybody else?
No, I mean, I wouldn't want Cup, honestly. I'm not taking much of him. Between Higgins and Allen.
All right. I'm trying to get Higgins here. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Go back up.
Hold on. Jesus. We're going to get Cup. Damn it, sorry. I'm sorry. Watch Cup win us $1 million now. Jesus, what happened?
Man.
I'm sorry.
That's
your
all right.
Provider.
Like freaking, it wasn't going up quick. All right,
Yeah,
let me start some name in the thing here as we're talking. All right, Allie, go ahead and let's talk
a little fun sports stuff. So, football. Matt Ryan joins CBS NFL pregame show, which now means Phil Simms and Boomer Esiason are out. Any takes on that, you guys?
Yeah, I think I saw somebody comment that it adds to the conspiracy that they are actually just one and the same person. Like they are so similar. It's like it's like vanilla and vanilla bean. That's like that's what I describe them. And I don't think it's too big of a loss. They've had long careers, and congrats to them. But I think it's nice to sometimes have fresh perspectives, and so I'm interested to see what Kelsey can bring.
But doesn't it feel like they're replacing that with like, I mean, Matt Ryan seems like the most boring dude in the world too. Like, it's not like they're replacing them with Brady or something like that. Matt Ryan's like doesn't seem like somebody I really am going to want to listen to. But like you said, it's time to freshen up. That is real. I don't think I've ever heard that. And it's just so funny how true that is. That the Boomer Esiason and Phil Simpson. That's really funny.
Follow-up question. Can Matt Ryan win an arm wrestling competition?
Not with me. Check those out. Look at that. Huh? No. I just really hurt myself.
Yeah.
I like really hurt myself. Like the third slap was like, oh, that one hurts a little too much.
You were trying to stop, but you're like, bit must continue. I get it.
I'm going to get my first tattoos, I tell you, soon. Sorry.
Did you lose a bet?
No. I'm getting Jelena's name on one. And then I have a few Italian phrase options for two.
One is Puka Nakua.
I like that.
So good. All right, we're up.
Oh, we gotta smash Keenan all day.
Keenan. Oh,
yeah, I know it's 4 receivers, but man, we were considering him before.
Smash it.
Smash it. Oh, look at Ellie getting the lingo.
Don't forget to smash subscribe as well, you guys.
Yes. Look at hold on. Can I run that banner? We got
Um,
oh wait,
that's
that's the New York clock. Sorry.
oh.
Ryan's like, I'm not even talking.
Here's another fun sport thing that I'm interested in. Jake Paul is going to fight Mike Tyson July 20th on Netflix, not as a TV show, as an actual boxing fight. Both have face tattoos. Both make me feel uncomfortable. What's your take?
Right, go ahead.
I know nothing really about like Jake Paul or what's his brother's name?
Logan.
Logan Paul. I don't know. I think the video of Tyson running was kind of funny. There's been a couple of good memes about that too, but I don't know. I mean, is Tyson really going to lose? That guy, he's got he's a legend. I still think he probably has it. I don't know.
He looks like he's got the speed still and stuff. Obviously, it's all videos. They're calling it an official match, but like I don't even think like when the WBC is sanctioning a match, like I don't even think that's a fair fight. Like boxing's the most corrupt sport there is, so I would never believe anything anyways. And then when you're talking about Netflix involved with these two gazillionaires, I just am not going to believe whatever happens. I'm not going to be like, holy shit, that was crazy. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if, they set up something. I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't set something up that Tyson whooped his ass, like maybe bites his other ear, something crazy. Like, I feel like something crazy is going to happen. All right, Rye, we're up here. I love mixing here.
I like Kirk because I think that value is insane.
It's a pretty good value. I'm fine with loading up on that. Yeah, I won't bring it to Allie. I almost brought it to Allie, but I like Kirk.
Yeah, I would have picked Kirk. I would pick Ryan.
Okay, you would have been Team Ryan. Cool.
Team Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Like, I don't know. There was a time that Mike Tyson before and after jail, like it's a nostalgia thing for me. That was like that was like the big thing. Like if he was fighting, everybody was getting together and to the one person who had the cheater box's house, and we were gonna watch it. I don't know. I'll be tuning in for sure. I just won't believe any results. Like I'm just not gonna be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't imagine the weigh in. Like they can't be in the same weight class, right? And like Logan Paul is very fast. Like I think it's a little, I'm like on him, but good for him. He really is a fighter. But there's no way they're in the same weight class.
Right? Like I didn't even really think about that, but I mean, I feel like for them to sanction the fight, they have to be. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
I think you're right. It just seems so odd. But
I mean, he's a lot shorter than Logan Paul. Maybe that adds a little bit. And I've heard that Logan's been drinking a lot of the pop, so he might have a little bit of a belly. That's not. I was just playing off of your stupid diet that I'm jealous of that I can't do.
You can do it. Everyone can.
I don't think I can do it. I can't do it because I love bread. That's why I can't do it. I could eat bread.
Yeah, why couldn't you?
How much bread? I thought it's like a diet. No,
it's just you eat 3 meals. Like you eat it wherever you want. You just don't.
Okay.
Okay. You have to.
I don't mind anything else. I say that I cannot drink for 90 days. I know it would be hard, but I would be like, oh, it's just this concert is this week, so like I'll just do it this Saturday, but then I'll go back to it. I wouldn't be able to go full 90 days. I have JSN Deontay Johnson here. If you want me to scroll, I can scroll.
I think you have it right. I think it's JSN.
I think it's JSN.
Keep collecting the receivers. When this happens in these drafts, I like you have to take what the board's giving you, and as much as you want to have a nice looking balanced team with nice even looking numbers, that really doesn't matter if you can capitalize on the value. I mean, this core of receivers is pretty solid, Cooper Kupp notwithstanding. So
ooh,
I'm
really,
kidding. He could be good again.
We have some really good option for cheaper quarterbacks. We can,
Correct.
we could pick a Las Vegas guy. We got Stafford. We got Caleb, although Caleb's going up the board. Trevor's cheap now. Gino, and all these guys have tight ends to pair with a little bit later too. I don't know. I don't hate it.
So here's where I like to. Maybe I don't want to preview too much. We'll see how the board shakes out.
That's fine. Let Stacy try to.
Well, this is a nice sweet spot. I love drafting. I didn't think I was going to love this, but I love drafting Jonathan Brooks.
A little bit early.
Yeah, because he's picked like 100 now. I expect him to go way up. And I mean, even with our second of 2 picks, potentially, we could get him, or doubling up on him and Trey Benson and just getting the 2 best guys and not touching that. No, my guy Coleman goes.
Must be a listener. That's pretty early for Coleman, but he's going to shoot up, and people are going to say he's going to be tough to get, not just in Buffalo drafts, but everywhere, because now he's just becoming a likable I mean, Barstool was tweeting about him today, about how great his personality is and how he's going to be America's wide receiver and all that stuff. So as he gains that kind of popularity, people are going to want to draft him, and he's going to get pumped up. And honestly, I know you have a way bigger different opinion, but I don't know if he's going to be the prospect that they're hoping. And so I think at this point he's going way too high. So
let me offer something. Well, before the I was doing a little pre-show research, and look, I know it's just one data point, but if we look at any of the mid-season mock drafts, right, which again, you can say what you want about those, but projections, right, that we're going into this around October and November. Sports Illustrated had him going 15 overall to the Colts as wide receiver 2, only behind Marvin Harrison Jr. in November of 2023. Wow. The 33rd team had him going 5th overall to the Patriots on November 6, 2023. Again, only behind Marvin Harrison Jr. And Rotoballer had him going 4th overall to the Giants. Again, only behind Marvin Harrison Jr. So, all right, we're up.
Yeah, I'm good with Brooks here.
So,
if you are. Yeah.
Good. Get your guy.
Yeah. And then if you look at the queue now, I don't know if there's anybody you want out of there, but I'm just going to be hoping for one of those guys.
Yeah, I like the idea of getting Zamir if he falls, just to pair him with Devontae and hope that somehow that offense turns around. But I love Benson as well, as I said. I'd move him up, and I do love Caleb. So I
wouldn't hate getting a quarterback here. I don't know. I find it hard to win these things without some upside there, and not that there won't be other opportunities for upside with the other rookies, but besides, let's talk a little bit about where you had more stupid Coleman stats you want to get out?
No, that's really just the point. Look, I get it. It's just perceptions change on sometimes the slightest of things, which, I remember when Gabe Davis was drafted, right? Bean was at the combine saying, I'm happy he ran slow, right? And that's the same thing. We probably wouldn't have had access to Coleman if he had run well at the combine. He might have been the 4th receiver taken. So I'm super happy about it, because I do think his skill set translates. And it's also validation in a certain respect, because it's oh, Brandon Bean is seeing what I thought I saw, which is I think this guy is really good. I think he's underrated. And, that's why I was scooping up every share that I could of him in these early drafts.
I went to the Bills draft party on Sunday, where they just go over our picks, and they had a lot of cool things to say about Coleman. I am so in on all of our picks. I think really great job by the Bills. But they said with Coleman, so they have a little mini golf in the offices themselves, and so a little putting green, and Coleman kept trying to get a putt in, and they're okay, we got to move on. And he's no, I got to finish this. he's like, it's just like how my brain works. I need to complete a task. Like he's like, I'm Tiger, wish I could. And I was like, oh,
that's funny. That's funny. That's really good. He's got such a personality, like legit. I was thinking today about how funny it would be for like Helium to tweet at him about like, hey, come down and get, because like all
Sean
of his videos
probably in a second.
Oh my god, that's what I'm saying. Like I was gonna tell Sean, like, get on this because he would come down like 100%. He has this personality that is going to go over great here. And what a huge difference from the guy that was here. Benson.
I'm so happy. We actually executed the plan, right? To get both of these guys. Now we have Bijan, Brooks, and Benson. I mean, it's a lot of B's.
Lots of B's. And we have Allie. Another B. What's up? Sorry.
My last name is Brady though, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's what
you want more sports talk?
No, go ahead. You if you have more, yeah.
Okay. Okay, this one's kind of fun. This is sports and politics. The mayor of LA, Karen Bass, tweeted, quote, tough season. This is in regards to the Lakers. Tough season, but at least we won the season tournament. Proud of our team. Well, then 2 hearts. The Lakers lost to Denver in game 5. So everyone is just roasting her like what a noodle, like get out of here, nerd. You know what I mean? Like I can just imagine just like any mayor being like, oh, you guys had fun. It's like everyone in LA, all they want right now, the Lakers to win because they've just been garbage for so long. So anyway, that was fun.
He's just giving out participation trophies.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, real quick. I mean, Williams becomes a really good value here.
I think it's easy pick there. Yep.
Jameson.
Yeah, got to take Jameson.
And then I'm pretty much done at wide receiver, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm set. Yeah, right. We're set there, and now honestly, I think it kind of we could always take one late, with an upside guy if we feel like we want to. But yeah, I think now we focus on the other positions. Tight end's going to be a little tough here. Obviously, we might want 3 in this build.
I wouldn't even. There's builds I don't even hate 4, but I like that last 10. Those last 10 tight ends, I think, all have enough upside to just go 3 and hope one of them hits hard. So
yeah, and 1 or 2 of the rookies potentially. Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. And it's tough that Lawrence goes there. Purdy is still undervalued. If he falls, even if he's not stacked, I'd be interested in him.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy to have alone, I guess, on this team.
And again, we could even do a Pearsall pick. Get an eighth receiver, have some stacking there.
I don't hate the idea of Jaden Daniels here.
Love that.
Where he goes, but like we'll have the tight end to pair. We'll probably have another wide receiver or 2. I don't hate that, but we'll see where he's at when we get here. Allie, we cut you off with the last thing. What were you? Were you still talking about the mayor being?
Oh yeah, she sucks. I've got more though,
guys. Okay.
Timberwolves head coach tears his knee tendon after one of his players ran into him. That's barf.
Wait, what is this?
Yeah, the Timberwolves are like in the NBA playoffs. Right? So their head coach tore his knee tendon after one of his players like ran into him and like went out of bounds.
I didn't even see that. That's insane.
Like it happened on Monday, and they had to get carried off the court, which is woof. So that guy's not getting re-signed. Let's see what else. Dodgers versus Diamondback game was delayed. The game I think was Tuesday actually. Diamondback versus Dodgers game Tuesday was delayed for 2 hours after a massive swarm of bees infiltrated the diamond. They had to call in a beekeeper. This guy just happened to be at his kid's t-ball game right down the street. Everyone loved him. And then he got to throw out the ceremonial pitch once the game did start, which is kind of fun.
I didn't hear any of that. I did hear about I was like delay. And I usually check the weather before every game. I do a lot of daily fantasy and stuff like that. And I was like, what do they mean delay? And I was like, it was beautiful. And then I like see it's like delayed because of a beehive. I'm like, what is going on? All right, we're on the clock.
Purdy.
Gotta go Purdy.
I think so, because we could potentially get Stafford as our second later.
All right, fine. It's just too good of a value. We're eating up value on this on this draft, but I don't feel great about that one. But that's all right. Maybe like you said,
Ryan's always right. Remember that time you made Ryan sad and you didn't pick who he wanted, and then he was
I remember when I accidentally.
I think it might have been Keon Coleman. No, did we get Keon in that draft?
I think we did get Keon in there, but you were super sad. I can't remember.
Sad.
I've never seen such a sad face.
You were so sad.
I like the system that we have right now, where Allie is like the, in any potential ties or conflicts that she's the arbiter. It's nice. It's a good system.
Yeah,
it's a very good system, and there's no favoritism there at all. I'm sure she'll pick me just as much as she picks you. I'm sure of it.
You guys aren't really disagreeing on anything.
No, we're doing pretty good so far. We've gotten a lot to fall into our lap, but here towards the end, it will be a little bit more maybe, or maybe we're just the perfect partners. Maybe you just rode our whole coattails to $1/3 of $1 million, huh?
Wow,
just being a pretty face. Look at you. Wait, if you haven't noticed, sorry, I want to ask you a question about the Bandits won, right? They're in the playoffs. Yes,
Bandits won. Now we go on so we won the quarterfinal. Now we're going to semifinals. This is best of 3. They're playing the number 1 seed, Toronto. They play on Friday at Toronto, and then they play in Buffalo on Sunday. So I'm feeling good about this. We did win both of our games this season against Toronto, so I think we can do it. But yeah, and then after that, it's the championship round. So then potentially could have another ring.
Schultz.
I don't want Schultz. I'm anybody in our I'm Stafford. I just want to get Stafford.
We need Komet. I mean Schultz. I would want Schultz. So you want Komet? Who are you?
Yeah, let's do Komet.
You don't want Stafford? No.
I do, but he doesn't.
I would have voted Stafford for you.
You would have picked Stafford for me? Well, we'll see. If he comes 13th, I'm not.
You didn't have to.
He's absolutely going to fall.
He's what? He's the next quarterback off the board. So, but he could. We don't have 3 people in the draft that are listening or anything. Stacy could just do it just to piss us off right now. And I will pour cold water on her. Oh, that's fine. Parcel's fine. Go ahead. Sorry.
The other thing I know I made a joke about Johnny Manziel earlier to draft it, but he's actually dating Jose Canseco's daughter now.
What?
Yeah.
Where do you get this information? Are you just making this shit up? That doesn't sound like that. Why are those two? How, in what world do those two get together?
Well,
just like to meet. Like and how far do you have to fall? This was the number 1 pick, and you have to fall. I don't know what she looks like, but if you're Jose Canseco's daughter, you ain't in the top.
What if she has this giant head and she's like, no, I think she's pretty, big hands.
She's just juice like him. So great. All right, so Stafford doesn't fall here. Do you like Jalen Wright? I like Lloyd more than Jalen Wright, to be honest. But
yeah, I'm good with either of those. I love Downs, and I don't know why he's fallen 30 picks. I mean, that's insane.
Mitchell, and I don't think
Downs, we already have. I would love Downs and Pittman. I know it's not stacked, but I think that offense is primed for a breakout. So I think if he falls, that's my vote, regardless. Yeah, that's my vote. So it's up to Ellie.
I'm Stafford this time
around. And you're saying who?
Josh Downs right above him. 17 picks above an ADP.
I don't love Matt Stafford, so that's why. We need a backup QB though right now?
Yeah,
there's plenty.
10 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Stafford just so Louis finally gets one.
Thank you. Yes. It was gonna be that anyways, and we were running out of time. Good.
Yeah,
That's fine.
he's gonna.
I think Josh. I've seen Josh Downs fall in almost all these drafts. Like he might get another chance. There you go. Sorry. That's Gator too. I hope Gator goes in the chat and does the DX.
Oh, thanks. That's so nice, Gator.
You like Kendra Miller? I'll throw him in there. This guy.
No, you're really putting Dobbins in the queue? You don't think Dobbins is totally washed?
No, I think Dobbins could be this year's Kyron Williams.
I can't do it.
Oh man, dude, his only competition is friggin'
Monty Vidal, baby. There we go.
Dude, that you know who that dude's gonna be? He's gonna be the Keyshawn Vaughn of this year. And I haven't
horrible analogy. Keyshawn Vaughn was taken in the 2nd round or early 3rd. He's a 7th round pick, but he's gonna, I'm telling you, that guy, they're collecting backs like, they're just gonna use them up. They're just gonna throw these guys in there. I don't think Dobbins is gonna hold up. I mean, there's no way. He's never done it in an NFL season. He's never held up.
I think he gets all the chances.
Gator took Downs. Thanks. Sorry, Gator. Boo.
Yeah, he caused this argument.
Wait, well, let's make this pick, and then I have a question for you, Rye.
I would say Lloyd over Miller.
I like Lloyd. That's good. Let's talk about this. This is like probably one of the biggest like fantasy football stories that came out of the draft. Like, is Mayer just dead now? I got rid of him in a lot of these tight end premium leagues this offseason, not even like obviously expecting them to draft Bowers or anything, but just because I just thought everybody was higher on him than they should be. And now he's like, does he die totally? Does he go somewhere else eventually? I mean, he's only on a 2nd year. They would have to trade him. It's a weird pick. What are you doing with Mayer right now? I mean, probably have to hold him, right?
Yeah, I have next to no shares of him only because I was never a Mayer guy. I don't know. The profile never really wowed me. I was much more into Laporta, Kincaid, even Musgrave over Mayer. So yeah, if you have him, I don't think you trade him right now. You hope he gets traded to a different team. There's a chance that they still use him and he's on the field for snaps and maybe he salvages it with touchdowns. But you're throwing a dart. You're praying for that because there's no way he's going to get out. He's going to get more targets than a guy they just spent the 13th overall pick on. So yeah, it's not looking good for his outlook long term unless he gets moved.
And for people just joining in, they're not talking about John Mayer.
I kind of like Drake May here, but
Drake May's a pick.
All right, I kind of like the upside.
Smash it.
We do have smash 16, 17, 18. We only have 3 picks left. We got to at least have 2 of them be tight ends with this build, I think.
Of those in the group, I like Chig. I love Jatavian Sanders late and or Ben Sinnott. There's an opportunity in Carolina, and I mean, literally, he's competing with Tommy Tremble and Steven Sullivan, a guy I can't believe he's actually a tight end on that team. And the only reason I know that is because in a different tight end premium league that I'm really desperate for, I have Steven Sullivan on my team, so you can tell how good my tight end room is with him in the fold. So, yeah, I think those are good options. I'm fine now throwing darts at 2 of those, and then we have 1 more pick after that, maybe another running back.
Talking about draft sleepers and your Sullivan guy, I really like the opportunity for the tight end from the Giants. God, now I just blanked on his name. Hold on, I'll find him. Theo Johnson, yeah, and like, I mean, who does he have there? Bellinger, like, to go against him, so that could be interesting, especially if that offense opens up a little bit more. He's a great, these tight end premium leagues, he's a great 3rd round pick. I've been kind of putting them up on my queues. I really don't. This is like kind of one big tier for me. I do kind of have my favorites, but
can you go to the running backs right now? Because I'd like to get one more running back, and let's see if we can tier up on a running back and then just throw two later darts at the
Sure. Here's the running backs. I like the top two just fine. I like Rashawn. There's your boy Vidal. Estime I like a lot.
I like Roshan here because of the fact that we've got some Chicago and Swift. Who knows? I think Khalil Herbert is probably up there. Is probably done, even if he's still on the roster. But I like Roshan and I like Kamani. So wherever you're comfortable with.
All right, I got Roshan here. Let's just do that. I like. Well, I'm not going to say it. All right. Well, now we're just on tight ends, so we could get rid of the running backs. Those are our tight ends left. I don't really think there's anybody else you want. I guess I could add Tucker Kraft, Zach Ertz, even Dawson. But I mean, is that possible? I'll ask you both. We're both Bills fans, and like, is Dawson Knox like resurgence a possibility just because? I mean, it's not like we have a million wide receivers. Do they try to find another way to get him the ball? Like, I don't know. You can't sell him in Dynasty because he's not worth anything, but I might be a little excited about him being – Josh loves him, obviously. Josh trusts him. He throws it to him in tough spots. Like, I wonder if he doesn't get a little bit of a bigger take this year.
Yeah, and now that he's a veteran, but – well, he was a veteran anyway last year. But, yeah, I don't wasn't he? He was injured for a little bit, huh?
He did get hurt in the beginning of the year last year, I think, right? No.
It was like was it abs or arm?
Yeah, he had something small. And then that's actually what led to Kincaid finally getting work. Like, they weren't giving Kincaid any work the first 4 or 5 weeks, hardly. Then I believe the injury happened. Then they started feeding the ball to Kincaid. And then, he never really worked back into the offense that great. But
so right. Cook's not even on your list then, speaking of Bills, right?
Like James Cook?
Yeah.
All right. No, he got taken early, and no, I like him still. I think he was considered, if we're going to try to call every player a winner or loser of the draft, I want to call him a winner of some sorts. It's not like he got direct competition. Ray Davis, we were all a little disappointed about the pick. We were with Jesse before it. Jesse said that his tape is just going to be him. Him getting on a roller coaster, like successfully, because he's so short. And it was so funny. It was like they're just going to cut to his shape. It's just going to be him, like able to get on a roller coaster. I'll talk a little bit more about him in a second. What do you like here? I'm Gesicki.
I'm Likely.
Allie.
Let's go Likely.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that. Fine. Right. It's good value. I'm fine with it. Okay. I'm bringing Gesicki up to the top there, though. So, yeah, I mean, Davis looks like he's got a skill set, but it doesn't look like one that's going to really challenge Cook. I told you guys this there. I don't know, maybe it was Shope, or I thought it was you guys on the pod, but like, I feel like Cook's going to get some goal line look this year. Like, there's just not competition for that this year. And I don't really think that's going to be 4'8" Ray Davis. So
I don't know. I'm a little more worried than you are, but you had the pulse of the running backs last offseason. I remember you correctly predicted what was it, both the New England situation and whatnot. And the Jets, right? Calling Dalvin Cook Yeah. So I think Ray Davis is going to cut into the workload. He's a good pass protector. So I think he's going to become a favorite of McDermott. And Cook has had some issues catching the ball, and that's another thing that Davis is good at. So yep. I think if he slips up, I mean, that's the risk of taking a guy like Cook is that you're taking him around what, 60 overall, 50? No, not even. It's like the high 40s, 40, 48, 50 is his ADP right now. So, yeah, I think I'd much rather either just throw a dart at Ray Davis, or I haven't been taking much at Cook.
Gator says a starting quarterback in the 17th round is crazy. He drafted Russell Wilson in the 17th round. I'm here to tell you, Gator, I don't know. I'm a big Justin Fields guy. He might be the starting quarterback first game, but I don't know if he starts more games than Justin Fields this year. That's my prediction.
I think mid-season retire. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, right. That's always a fun meme that comes out this time of year, is the one from his wife or his girlfriend at the time when he got drafted reacting like it's like her with this big ugly face. Like you could just see she thought she won millions of dollars, like hit the lottery, and like 3 years later he's just crushing Sierra like it's nothing. Like I want to get a football contract, and Sierra to love me too. He said it. All right, last pick here. Can I go Gesicki?
My pick is Jatavian Sanders because I think there's a need in that offense, and he's got no competition.
Allie.
Oh, Lou, how bad do you want Gesicki?
I mean, it's your choice. I'm gonna let you pick the guy you want. 5 seconds.
Let's go Ryan's pick.
Sanders, move him up.
Sanders.
I got it.
We'll see.
I like competition. I think that is.
Ellie before the show asked when the draft got to the boring part if she could just leave. Well, 45 minutes after it started getting boring, look who's still here. She stuck it out, and look at you might have $333,333 coming your way.
Wow, that sounds like.
Well, clearly Lou's shaving some off the top because the first prize is actually 1.5 million. So he hasn't told you about the other 500,000 that could be coming your way.
Well, you only broke like 3 ties. If you were more active, then I would have given you a whole third, but you're getting a third of a third. No, you're in. Gee, it's a blocker. So good. All right. Sorry. I'm sorry. I can't read the chat and talk at the same time. I'm like a puppy.
And for the record, now it's Ryan and Gator both saying the pot is 1.5 million. So
yeah. No, I'm listen, when I say I'm 100% right, just know that I'm the wrongest I've ever been. The more confident I am, the more wrong I am constantly.
Respect.
Do you want guys? Is it embarrassing to admit that this is the first time that I've ever known that there are like live comments on the stream? Like I never have seen that. I've only seen like the private chat. So you're talking about these comments. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, they're not prevalent. That's why, right? We don't see a lot of active talkers. But Gator and Stacy came in to talk with us. So hopefully that will just build. We have. Oh, we just went up. We just got another viewer. Well, now we got to stay on. No, I'm joking. Ellie's like, no.
Boring died again. Everyone, buckle up.
All right. Well, this was fun. I feel like we got 1.5 million coming our way, and then we'll discuss how much. There's got to be a party. We got to at least throw like a $200,000 party. Like I want the most extravagant party.
I don't even like picking up someone's bill at a restaurant. Can I opt out of the $20,000 party?
Oh, look, there's another guy in here who says, let's do another. You all do another. I am going to go to bed and be successful. Shut up. I see that look. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for everybody listening. Yeah, you close this out. Yeah, can you close the show? Sorry.
Let's do another draft, Why don't we, Ryan, you want to do another draft, right?
It's the first time we're going to be cut under an hour. And how long?
So you know what? Ryan and I are just going to talk about sports with Louis for the next. Let's do an extended. Let's do a part 2. Everybody, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. Right, Gator? Amen. Gator said, let's go, Allie. It's a draft queen.
Please call me draft queen from now on. Hashtag draft
got
queen.
one draft pick correct this season. So but thank you everyone for listening. Good luck with your draft picks and happy May, everyone. We'll see you soon.